online, and we'll deliver it to you. It's fast, it's easy, it's express at WaldorfHonda.com.
Tonight, breaking news as we come on the air. The shooting inside a hospital in Chicago, the urgent search for the gunman that followed. Evacuations tonight. You can see the doctors, nurses, and patients leaving with their hands in the air. An officer critically wounded, and we'll take you to the scene. Also tonight, the horror revealed today inside a courtroom. The father who killed his pregnant wife and 2 young daughters, and what we learned just today we never knew, and what his own parents said in court. The Thanksgiving rush already underway tonight, record-setting travel expected, and so is another storm. The Clipper bringing snow, ice, and rain, and the freezing temperatures. We have the new track. President Trump, will he sit down with Robert Mueller? What he's now saying. The wildfires in California, the number of missing, now nearly 1,000. The elevator dropping more than 80 stories, 6 people inside, including a pregnant woman. The stunning crash, the 17-year-old race car driver, and there is word from the hospital tonight on her condition. And the Thanksgiving sales, the countdown is on tonight. And the one step you can take online right now that will track the prices for you all week long to lock in the lowest price.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Monday night. And we begin tonight with the scene unfolding right now. The shooting at a hospital in Chicago. A gunman opening fire in a parking lot, and then inside the hospital, multiple people shot. Doctors, nurses, and patients could be seen evacuating parts of the hospital, hurrying out with their hands in the air. Police rushing to Mercy Hospital, barricading streets in the area. And this was the scene from above just a short time ago. A police escort following an ambulance, carrying an officer who was shot and who is now critically injured. It is believed the gunman is dead tonight, and ABC's Alex Perez leading us off. He's on the scene in Chicago.
Doctors and nurses with their hands up evacuated from Chicago's Mercy Hospital, a man with a gun inside. The first shots fired around 3 p.m. James Gray, a patient, says he saw a man and the woman walking together in the parking lot when the man opened fire.
The gentleman turned around and shot 3 times in her chest. Then when she fell to the ground, he stood over and shot her 3 more times.
And you witnessed all of that?
Yes.
Police rushing to the scene.
All units were getting a 10-1 outside of Mercy Hospital. No further information. Shot fired in front of Mercy Hospital.
James Gray was watching from inside, and that's exactly where the gunman headed.
Security was trying to direct us into rooms and told us to lock the doors behind us. It was chaos. It was just mass chaos. Once he entered, he just started shooting random.
Now, Gary Thompson works at the hospital.
Again, you heard at least 8 shots.
Yes.
You saw blood off an elevator lobby area.
Yeah, on the floor.
Police say there were multiple victims. Officers going floor by floor, a methodical search for the gunman. One officer in critical condition loaded into an ambulance, driven away with a police escort.
And Alex Perez joins us from outside Mercy Hospital tonight in Chicago. And Alex, we understand police are now saying the hospital is secure.
David, that is correct. Officials say they have searched the hospital and it has been secured. You can see still a very active crime scene behind me here. The gunman is dead. 3 other victims, including a Chicago police officer, are in critical condition, fighting for their lives. The motive here remains unclear. David?
Alex Perez leading us off tonight. Alex, thank you. We're going to turn next tonight to the horror revealed in a Colorado courtroom today. The father who killed his pregnant wife and 2 young daughters was sentenced today, and what we learned just now. Chris Watt had already pleaded guilty to killing his wife and daughters, Celeste and Bella. You'll remember when they disappeared, he made that emotional appeal for them to return home, and authorities say he had already killed them. In court today, prosecutors revealing grim new details of the crime, and both families spoke. The family of the pregnant woman and his own parents spoke too. What they said about their own son. ABC's Kana Whitworth was in the courtroom in Greeley, Colorado.
For the Colorado man who pled guilty to murdering his entire family, Judgment Day. Chris Watts first facing his agonized in-laws.
This is the heartless one, the evil monster. I trusted you to take care of them, not kill them. And then you take them out like trash. You disgust me.
He was the one for me.
and he is amazing.
Their daughter, Shanann, who once gushed about her husband, brutally killed along with their 2 granddaughters and unborn grandson.
My daddy is a hero.
Watts' mother-in-law blasting him for the ultimate betrayal.
Your children adored you, and they also trusted you. Your daughter Bella Marie sang a song proudly. It was, "Daddy, you're my hero."
As police searched for Watts' missing family in early August, he went on TV begging for their return.
Shanann, Bella, Celeste, if you're out there, just come back.
Today, Watts' parents saying their son needs to atone for what he's done.
I'd like to begin by recognizing the absolute horror of this crime.
Struggling to recognize this heinous crime with the love they have for their son.
We have loved you from the beginning, and we still love you now.
Watts wiping away tears. Prosecutors today revealing gut-wrenching details about how the Colorado father strangled his wife and smothered 3-year-old Celeste and 4-year-old Bella, who they say fought back.
Imagine the horror in Bella's mind as her father took her last breaths away.
The girls then violently stuffed into oil storage tanks, Shanann buried in a shallow grave. The motive, prosecutors say, was simple. Watts wanted a fresh start with a new woman.
If he was this happy and wanted a new start, get a divorce. You don't annihilate your family and throw them away like garbage.
Prosecutors say while Shanann was trying to save their marriage, Watts was texting his girlfriend. And the morning after the murder, he looked into selling his home and even unenrolled his daughters from school. Today, when asked if he wanted to speak, his attorney saying only this.
He is devastated. He is sincerely sorry.
And with that, the judge handed down 5 life sentences without parole.
This is perhaps the most inhumane and vicious crime that I have handled out of the thousands of cases that I have seen.
And Kayna Whitworth joins us live outside the courthouse there in Greeley, Colorado. And Kayna, the parents of the pregnant wife who was killed, I know they did not want the death penalty.
Yeah, David, that's true. They didn't want the death penalty in this case. They don't believe in it. But it was a horrific day in court as they learned about their granddaughter's final moments. They now know that Bella was found in an oil-soaked pajama top, pink, with hearts and butterflies on it, and Celeste wearing a pink and black top. It was so hard to hear, David.
This is an impossible story all the way around. Kayna Whitworth, thank you. Yeah. We're going to turn next here tonight to the concerns on the roads as a Clipper system now moves in. Just as millions begin to travel this Thanksgiving week, there is record travel expected. That Clipper will bring snow tonight and right into tomorrow. And then millions of Americans are bracing for an Arctic blast for Thanksgiving Day. Wind chills in the teens for Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, single digits in Boston. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee is live at the George Washington Bridge tonight. She's tracking it all on a holiday week. Hi, Ginger.
Hi, David. Let's go ahead and start with that Clipper system because that's going to get you slipping and sliding on the roads on Tuesday. So we take it here. It moves very quickly. Albany and I-90 look out for a couple of inches. It'll be mostly rain at the coast, but Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine all picking up a couple of inches with that too. It goes out. Most of us are dry Wednesday through Thursday, but we are just downright cold. That's where the headlines are going to come in. Most of us in the Northeast should see one of the coldest Thanksgivings since 1996. Boston, David, with a high of only 22, would make it the coldest Thanksgiving on record.
Ginger Zee with us. Thank you, Ginger. We're also watching the weather in California tonight. There is some rain coming where they desperately need it, and tonight, as they wait for that rain, an unbelievable number to report. Nearly 1,000 people are still unaccounted for after the fires. ABC's Marcus Moore is in Paradise, California.
Tonight, the staggering number 11 days after the fire broke out. Nearly 1,000 still missing. Loved ones posting pictures and names outside the shelter. People like Julian Binstock and his dog Jack. Officials are optimistic they will track down many of the unaccounted for, but the wait is agonizing.
When you don't know, the grief is suspended, and people have said to me it's like treading water.
President Trump seeing that devastation firsthand over the weekend. After criticizing forest management in California, he cited a conversation he says he had with the president of Finland.
And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem.
The Finnish president tonight responding, saying the two did talk about forest fires, but he doesn't recall discussing raking.
And Marcus Moore with us live tonight from California. And I mentioned there the rain a moment ago, Marcus. It will help, but I understand it could also bring a new set of problems.
Yeah, David, that's right. It will certainly help crews stop the fire that caused all of this damage here in Paradise, California. But it also presents a real danger because of all the scorched earth. Mudslides could be a real concern. And in Southern California, officials were filling sandbags for residents so they could prepare. And it will be a concern for residents here in the northern part of the state as well. David.
Marcus, thank you. We're going to turn now to the new interview with President Trump making headlines. Will he sit down with Robert Mueller? What the president now says after telling our John Carl that he would be willing to speak with Mueller under oath 100%. The president was also asked, did he know that his pick for acting attorney general said before that pick that there was no collusion? ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Carl tonight.
President Trump is now making it clear he is almost certainly not going to do an in-person interview with special counsel Robert Mueller.
I think we've wasted enough time on this witch hunt, and the answer is probably we're finished.
That's not what the president told me last year.
Would you be willing to speak under oath to give your version of
100%.
The Mueller investigation is overseen by new acting attorney general Matt Whitaker, who, before he joined the Justice Department, was openly critical of the special counsel.
The truth is, there was no collusion with the Russians in the Trump campaign.
Did you know, before you appointed him, that he had that record and was so critical of Robert Mueller?
I did not know that.
The president now says Whitaker has the authority to do whatever he wants.
If Whitaker decides in any way to limit or curtail the Mueller investigation, are you okay with that?
Look, it's going to be up to him. I think he's very well aware politically.
But you won't overrule him if he decides to curtail.
I would not get involved.
John Carl with us live tonight from the White House. And John, some Democratic senators tonight are going to court to try to block the acting AG Matt Whitaker's appointment.
In fact, David, 3 Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee have gone to court to ask a judge to remove Whitaker as the acting attorney general. They argued that his appointment is not constitutional because he was not confirmed by the Senate. David?
John Carl live at the White House on a Monday night. John, thanks as always. President Trump also making headlines tonight after what he said about retired Navy Admiral Bill McRaven, who led the operation that killed Osama bin Laden, but who has been critical of the president. President Trump suggesting they could have gotten bin Laden sooner, and that McRaven is a Hillary Clinton fan. McRaven did not endorse anyone for president. The bin Laden raid was applauded by both parties and the country. Admiral McRaven firing back tonight, saying he admires, quote, all presidents, regardless of their political party, who uphold the dignity of the office and who use that office to bring the nation together in challenging times. We move on to other news, into the high-rise scare in Chicago, an elevator falling more than 80 floors, trapping 6 people inside, including a pregnant woman. Tonight, how firefighters had to break through a cinder block wall to get to them. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
Tonight, terrifying stories being shared by passengers who plunged 84 floors in this elevator.
I believe that we were going to die when we were falling down.
Jaime Montemayor told Chicago TV station WBBM that 6 people, including his wife and a pregnant woman, boarded on the 95th floor of the former Hancock building and quickly realized something was wrong.
We were going down. I felt that we were falling down, and then we listened a loud noise. Clack, 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 clack.
Officials say 2 cables on top of the elevator broke, leaving only backup safety lines to finally stop the fall on the 11th floor. Complicating the crisis, it was an express elevator, so the shaft had limited entry and exit points. Rescue teams eventually finding the elevator, breaking through cinder blocks to get the passengers out after 3 tense hours. Now, David, incredibly, everyone is okay. Experts aren't sure exactly what happened, but that elevator did pass an inspection back in July. David.
Gio Benitez, thank you. And tonight to the growing outrage over the couple and the homeless vet who used a GoFundMe page to raise $400,000. All 3 were charged. But tonight, hear the audio of the woman. Her attorneys claim it backs up her version of the story, that she was not the mastermind, and her claim that she was simply dragged into this. Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim.
Tonight, the woman caught up in the GoFundMe scam releasing new audio claiming her then boyfriend and a homeless man are really to blame for the lie that took donors for almost $400,000.
I had no part in any of this, and I'm the one
taking the fall.
Kate McClure's attorney sharing this audio exclusively with ABC News, purportedly of a conversation McClure had with Mark D'Amico. ABC News has not independently verified its authenticity, her lawyer calling her a victim.
Mr. D'Amico was the one behind this, and he